ethical, legal, and social responsibilities of management, a plethora of legislation comes to our mind, and the student will feel to listen to this chapter as boring. To begin with, let me start with a golden quote from Warren Buffett. It takes 20 years to build a reputation and just 5 minutes to ruin it. If you think about that, you will do things differently. There are several corporations who ruined their reputation. People will not forget Bernie Ebbers, CEO of WorldCom Telecom Company, $11 billion scam, and CEO of Enron, Jeffrey Skilling, for their accounting scandals. Vijay Mallya of Kingfisher and Rana Kapoor of Yes Bank for money laundering. Oil spillage of British Petroleum in Gulf of Mexico affected wildlife even after 10 years. And the gas tragedy of Union Carbide affected 500,000 people in India. Who is responsible for this irreparable damage? Who is accountable for this? And who is answerable for all this mess? Here comes the study of ethical, legal, and social responsibilities of management. Let us go through. What is ethics? Ethics can be defined as a system of right and wrong. It helps an individual to decide what is right and what is wrong. These includes religious beliefs, national and ethnic beliefs, community standards, family practices, educational experiences, and friends. Business ethics is the application of several laws to arrest the wrong practice of management. Ethical dilemma. It is a confusing state of affairs whether to act or not in a particular situation. People will come across with different types of situations in our day-to-day activities in the workplace, where they are confused whether to act or not to act. Some of the examples are: a nurse wants to say truth to the patient, whereas the doctor keeps the patient in darkness for a variety of reasons. A confidential secretary having a close friend going to be fired next few months. His manager wants to keep the records secret till the last minute. Sometimes top management decided to lay off 500 employees, whereas the middle managers and the supervisors were asked to keep the things secret. In these cases, the person who is affected with the dilemma, he will not be in a decisive manner whether to act or not to act. This we call it as a ethical dilemma. Code of ethics. Code of ethics, it is a document that outlines the principles of conduct to be used in making decisions within the organization. Components of code of ethics. It consists of honesty. It talks about how people should be honest in the workplace, not taking bribes, so on and so forth. Adherence to law, following the law of the particular company where they are working. Product safety and quality, they have to show utmost safety and quality in the product they are producing. Health and safety in the workplace, they have to take care of health and safety issues. Nowadays in COVID-19, it is very much related. Conflict of interest, sometimes they have conflict with the customers or within the employees, how to solve it. Employment practices, banks used to have different employment practices, and educational institutions used to have different employment practices. Steel industry used to have different employment practices, so they need to follow. For example, in the industry, the employees are asked to work 3 shifts, 24 hours. Nobody can deny it. Like in the software companies also, BPOs also, they have to work 24 hours and the employees are not allowed to get rid of these night shifts. Selling and marketing practices, financial reporting, every organizations they have to follow accounting standards of that particular country, and they have to report the financial reporting within the stipulated time. Pricing and billing, they need to follow ethics in pricing and billing. Payment to obtain business, so different countries have different practices for payment to obtain business. In Japan, it is allowed. In America, it is not allowed. And in other countries, it is considered as a part of corruption. Trading in securities and stocks and bonds. Laws relating to ethics in business. In this chapter, we are studying the following law: Sherman Act of 1890, Clayton Act of 1914, Sarbanes-Oxley Act, in short it is called as SOX law, Wellesley Act of 1938, and Drug Administration FDA, corporate gift giving, intellectual property, consumer law, commercial law, patents, trademarks, and copyright. Let us see what is Sherman Act of 1890. It makes it illegal for companies to monopolize trade. In a monopoly market, the seller faces no competition as he is the sole seller of goods with no close substitute. He enjoys the power of setting the price for his goods. Under the Sherman Act 1890 law, mergers can be prohibited if the new company controls too large share of the market, except for government companies. Government companies, they can have mergers and acquisitions, whereas public companies, they may not be allowed to merge if they are controlling large shares of the market. The Clayton Act 1914, it makes it illegal to charge different prices to different wholesale customers. This means either an oil manufacturing company or maybe steel manufacturing company, they cannot charge different prices to different countries or wholesale dealers. Or a steel manufacturing company cannot charge different prices to different automobile companies. It is according to Clayton's Act 1914. Wellesley Act of 1938. Wellesley Act of 1938, it bans unfair or deceptive act of practice including false advertising. It also requires the business to inform consumers of possible negative consequences of using their product. Labeling of cigarette packages is an example. Cigarette smoking is injurious to health. Like this, most of the medicines, you will find a label in some of the medicines, keep the medicine away from the children. Sarbanes-Oxley Act, in short we call it as a SOX law. As we referred in our first slides, there were so many scandals, accounting scandals about WorldCom company and Enron company. After these scandals, the federal government, USA, they come with this Sarbanes-Oxley Act. According to this law, the Public Company Accounting Reforms and Investors Protection Acts, we call it as a Sarbanes-Oxley Act, in short we call it as a SOX law, was passed in 2002. It includes auditors' independence and management assessment of internal control. Auditors should be independent of the top management. Restrictions on firms engaging accounting firms for both auditing and consulting services. One firm cannot do two businesses for a company. One of the firm should not do auditing as well as consultancy services. These should be two different entities for the companies. Restrictions on firms engaging accounting firms for both auditing and consulting services. Personal certification of financial reports by the firm's CEO and CFO. The annual financial reports, balance sheets, profit and loss account, all these should be certified along with the auditor, CEO and chief financial officers. Also they have to certify, they have to sign the documents, because they will be responsible for any misleadings in the statement. Retaliation, revenge, punishment for whistleblowers is illegal. Whistleblowers means what here? If some of the employees, they knew one of the CFO is mismanaging the fund, diverting the fund, he can talk in public. If a person is talking in the public, he is called as a whistleblower. So these whistleblowers should not be terminated. If they are terminated, he can go to the court of law and he can get his job back. Retaliation by employers against employees for reporting suspected fraud or other activities related to fraud against shareholders is punishable under the Occupational Safety and Health Administration. That is about the SOX law. Food and Drug Administration, FDA. It bans the sale of impure, improperly labeled, falsely guaranteed, unhealthy food, drugs and cosmetics. All the medicines produced, bought and sold in USA must be approved by FDA. It has a power to stop selling unsafe drugs. So all the medicines should be approved by FDA in USA. Corporate gift giving. Gift giving customer differ from country to country. In Japan, lavish gift giving is allowed in the first meeting itself. Whereas in America, lavish gift giving not allowed even if they travel around the globe on business trip. They can give gift, maybe perfumes, pens, so on and so forth, smaller gifts. In Middle East, it is considered as a part of corruption. It depends on the law of the land. Government officials, including top management of corporations, are not allowed to accept expensive gifts from the business. Intellectual property law. It refers to the ownership of ideas, creator of intellectual property, the exclusive right to market and sell their works. The Justice Department, the FBI, in 1999 began cracking down on piracy and counterfeiting in the software industry. Nowadays, pirated softwares is punishable according to FBI from 1999. Intellectual property law consists of three important law: patent law, copyright law and trademark law. Intellectual property law, patents. The document the federal government issues to the inventors and companies that gives them the exclusive right to their inventions for 17 years. Till 17 years, nobody can copy that particular product. After 17 years, another person or another company, they can have prototype or copying. The investors of each type of new product must apply for another patent. That is about patent law. Trademark law. Trademark, what is trademark? You can see in the figure, it is a word, it may be a name, it may be a symbol or a slogan a business uses to identify its own goods. A slogan or the punchline of the one company cannot be stolen by the another company. A logo that is created by Lexus cannot be used by Volkswagen. A logo that is created by Pepsi cannot be used by another company. A logo that is created by McDonald's cannot be used by another company. So that is what we call about trademark law. Registered trademarks are applicable for 10 years and can be renewed. So whatever the trademark you are registering for your company, that will be having a time bound of 10 years. After 10 years, you have to renew it. Another law relating to intellectual property, copyright law. The protection provided offer to a creative work. if you are creating something new, maybe you are publishing book, maybe you are creating some software, you need to follow copyright law. The owners of the copyright alone can reproduce, sell or allow others to use it. Photocopying pages without the permission of the creator of a book is illegal. Like this, copying the CD of what you call the Windows, it is also the violation of the copyright law, what we call the pirated CDs. Consumer law. Consumer law protects individual against business activities that might be harmful to them. Food and Drug Administration protects consumers against problems with mislabeled and impure foods, drugs, cosmetics, and medical devices. The Fair Packing and Labeling Act requires manufacturers of food, drugs, cosmetics, and medical devices to clearly label products with name of the manufacturer, the contents, and the amount of package contains. Food packages must also provide nutritional information. For example, you are buying a bottle of ketchup, or maybe you are buying jam, whatever it may be, jelly or jam, whatever it may be. The manufacturer should label in detail all the contents, including what nutritional information it is having, including the manufacturing date and expiry dates. That is about consumer law. Commercial law, it regulates how business enters into contracts with other businesses with consumers. Under the umbrella of consumer law, you will find so many branches of law: contract law, law concerning establishment of sole proprietorships, partnership, company form of business, franchises, so on and so forth. That comes, all those laws comes under the umbrella of commercial law. Tax law. There are several types of taxes levied. Some of the common type of taxes are income taxes, that is levied against an individual or business profit; VAT, value added tax on products and services; property tax, those are levied against the property, building and land owned by a business or by an individual; wealth tax, levied to rich and super rich people on higher business transactions or on higher business income. This is the last and most important part of my video, that is social responsibility. My video will be incomplete if I am not naming the world famous philanthropist Bill and Melinda Gates, Sulaiman Al-Rajhi, a Saudi billionaire, and Azim Premji, an Indian billionaire. Social responsibility refers to the obligations that individuals or business have to help solve social problems, such as reducing carbon dioxide or toxic substance in the air, providing safe drinking water, creating sports facilities, sponsoring sports events, donating for the cause of education, healthcare, and upbringing of downtrodden. 6 important areas of social responsibilities. Philanthropy refers to providing financial and health assistance to poor people or poor country, as Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation and Azim Premji Foundations are involved. In Saudi Arabia, founder of Al-Rajhi Bank, Sulaiman Al-Rajhi, as a part of philanthropy, he established the Sulaiman Al-Rajhi University, a non-profit university that focuses mainly on health and Islamic banking. He has given away 2/3 of his entire wealth to charity in the form of Waqf, an Islamic endowment, and the remaining 1/3 to his family. Another area of social responsibility: sports facilities. Creating sports facilities such as soccer stadium, cricket stadium, and gym facilities for the general public by the corporations. Recycling. Encouraging recycling of paper, plastic, and iron junk to protect the environment. clean air and clean water, taking initiatives by companies to clean polluted rivers, lakes and ponds and doing landscaping. In most of the Middle East countries, oil companies such as Aramco, Sabic, Adnac, they are taking active part in landscaping and developed hundreds of miles of cornices, beautiful cornices. Healthcare facilities, creating clinic, hospitals and financing government projects to develop vaccine during the pandemic. Bill and Marina Gate is involved in developing vaccine during this pandemic for what you call new coronavirus pandemic. Blood donations, organizing blood donation camps by companies, colleges and universities and hospitals. This is the end of this my video. If you have any suggestion, please feel free to suggest anything if you want to add to this video. Good luck.